चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्तदामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Those who joined this year, please proceed to Mahadevinji's class. Those who were there in Mahadevinji's class this year, remain here. Last year. So that means the new parents go to Mahadevinji's class upstairs. We completed chapter 10 in last year session, and we are going to file chapter 11. Sorry, not file chapter 11, we read chapter 11. Bhagavad-Gita, as you know, has 18 chapters, not more than that. So in 8 years, another 8 years time, we should be able to finish it. So 11th chapter is a very interesting and most beautiful one, because in no literature in the world we find such a description of God. Nowhere. It's because Krishna had developed a thought process in such a way that Arjun, who was at the battlefield worrying about his immediate predicament, about whether to fight or not to fight, is uplifted to even recognize the universal presence of the Lord. He is not just a creator, he is also the creation. This is the way Vedanta looks at the whole philosophy. The difference between philosophy and religion, as Gurudev again and again pointed out in many places, is that religion is that which makes you worship God. Whereas philosophy in Hindu scriptures, the philosophy is not alienate yourself from the Lord whom you worship, but discover Him in yourself. And this combination of philosophy and religion put together is Sanatana Dharma. Vedas talk about, in the majority of the portion, about how to worship their powers. But they don't stop there. Towards the end of the same scripture, Vedas, we find Vedanta, which is how to discover that one whom you are worshipping as an external factor, the power, is itself is your own being. And this is the most beautiful combination of philosophy and religion, and that's what we call it as spirituality. And that we find very explicitly present in Bhagavad-Gita. So here in this chapter, as a continuation to previous chapter itself, Bhagavan Krishna has said, Vishtabhyaham idmam sarvam krishnam ekamshena jagata sito jagat. Vishtabhyami aham idam krishnam jagat ekamshena. The entire creation I envelop and stay as one. My own being is there as the entire creation. This is also an echo from what he said before. Maya tadamidam sarvam jagat avyaktamurtina matstani sarva bhutani nachaham teshu avastitaha nachamastani bhutani pashyami yogameshwaram. Me alone in the entire creation is pervaded. Now this may look like a kind of metaphorical, but it is not. Just like the wood itself is this very table, but I refer it as only as a table, but table is only a function of the shape of the wood. Essentially, anywhere I touch in this table is wood only. Then why do you call it as a table? Because that is how I look at it. All of us look at it. Bring the table only, I say. Don't say, hey, bring that wood. Then you say, which one? There are wooden chairs also, wooden table also, wooden something else also. So I say, bring that chair, bring that table, right? So the distinction that we make from chair to table to window to door to whatever, though they are all wood only, but I don't see or refer it as wood. I only refer to it as what it functions to me as. In the same way, entire creation, though pervaded by the one, we divide it according to the way we see it, we perceive it. So when Krishna says, I am everything, it is impossible for us to comprehend that. How can you be everything? Not the son of Vasudeva and who? Devaki. Not as a son who is born for them, but the one who is manifesting as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. That one is what is referred here as. So Gurudev writes it beautifully that our mind is incapable of comprehending this truth. Now, he gives a beautiful example in his commentary. If I have a pot in front of me, usually keep a pot here, it's not there. If I keep a pot in front of me and I ask you, what is it made of? Mud. Mud pot. Good. So he writes here beautifully, you can, if you want to see the pot, that's what I see that. But if you want to see the mud, what you should do? In that mud pot. Kya karna hai? You want to see the mud instead of pot, what you should do? You should need to do anything. You should know it. That it is made of mud. Now, discard the concept of pot in that mud pot. Only see the mud. Do you have to do anything about it? It is only a shift of attention here and not in your eyes. From the pot, I should shift my attention to mud. I don't need to do anything. Yes. Another pot I see. That is also made of mud. I should see, instead of pot, I see the mud. Now, seeing mud in the pot is easy. But seeing all the parts in the mud. You see the mud, but you understand all the parts are in that. Is it possible? Now let me give another example. This wooden table is there. Right? You see it? Alright. Have you seen fire anywhere? Have you seen fire? Yesterday also in a satsang I asked this question. Small children were there. I have seen fire, I have seen fire. I said, where? In the TV. No. Have you seen the fire? Agni, fire anywhere? Yes. Can there be fire without the wood? Have you seen fire without the wood? Meaning, fire cannot be there up in the sky. It has to be there somewhere. And where there is a fire, it is coming out of what? Coming out of what? There must be wood. Now I took the table in front of me and said, do you see fire here? Do you see fire? So the one boy got up and said, not yet. I said, okay, what do you need to do? You need to bring a spark of fire nearer to that dry wood and you start lighting up a little bit, and after you light up a little bit, what will happen to it? Huh? I think the children were better than you. Tell me. It will start burning. So the burning that takes place is because of not the spark of fire alone. That's only a starter. But the fire is already hidden inside that very wood. Especially dry wood again. Not a wet wood. So from the dry wood, the fire starts to express itself, manifest itself, because it's already hidden there. Agnirgyate go bhuvanam pravishtaha bhutam bhutam pratibhuvo babhuva. Upanishad. The fire is hidden in all the wood, but not manifest. In the same way, in the mud, all parts are hidden. Not only parts, many other things that can be made of wood, made of mud. If you see a rock, and a shapeless rock is there, but a sculptor can bring out a beautiful sculpture out of it. A Krishna maybe, a Radha and Krishna maybe, a Shiva maybe. How does he do that? He already sees that hidden in this rock there is a possibility of bringing out a beautiful form. It is there. From the eyes of an artist, it is possible to see. We cannot see it. From the eyes of a carpenter, he can see a beautiful table out of the wood. From the eyes of a pot maker or potter, he can see the pot already present in the clay. We can't see it. In the same way, a special eye is required to see objects of all varieties hidden in one place. That is to say, to see all parts in clay is equal to see the entire universe in the Lord. The Lord is not just a concept, it's a presence. This needs a special eye, just like, you have specialization. A person of specialization means what? He has a special eye. For what? For detail. If you go to a doctor and say, I have back pain, which side of the back? Left back special. So that guy is specialized only on the left side of the back. You have to go back to him. He treats only that portion because he could see the problem in that particular area. Similarly, there is a need for a special eye to see everything included in that very Lord itself, just like all the parts that are potentially present inside the mud. Just like a bija, a seed, potentially has the entire tree in it. Bijasyantarivangkuro jagadidam prak nirvikalpam. Before the creation of the tree, the potentiality of the entire tree is hidden inside a small seed, from which alone the whole thing appears. In the same way, the entire creation is of varieties of names and forms are potentially present in that presence. That presence, which can potentially become the entire universe. Universe does not mean this world alone. Imagine, Chandrayana could not reach there. That very place where, even that which is hidden from our eyes, whatever is there as the expanse of the whole universe, is present in the one. And that is the reason why Krishna says, I will give you special eye. That's called Jnana Chakshu. I'm going to give you a special eye with which you can see the entire creation present in one. Now, Gurudev further writes in his commentary, now I am here and you are there and somebody else is there and so many people are here. When he says so many, what do we mean by that? That means between me and the next person there is space. Correct or not? I am here, you are there, and he is there, and she is there, etc. So all that is, we have the understanding that I am here you are there, the here and there indicates a distance in space. Though you don't see it. Do you see? Do you see space? No. But we know that there is something called space in which I am placed here and you are placed there. Now, think about it. My physical body is here or there? Can I say my hand is there? No. My hand is here because between me and the hand, me means this physical body, and the hand, or the trunk of the body and the hand, there is no distance. There is a connection here. This body, this hand is connected to this physical body, and this physical body is connected to this hand. So when I say this, I am without any distance. Please think. Between me and me, between this hand and this hand, there is no space. Correct? I am pervading from here all the way to here. Similarly, from the head to the toe, there is no distance. I don't see any space. Therefore, here Krishna Gurudev writes, when the space is lifted, what will happen to the world? When the space is lifted, what will happen to the world? It will become one single mass, isn't it? This is a very scientifically to be looked at. What do you mean by world? What do you mean by this creation? As Shankaracharya wrote long time back, the same point, as I just quoted here, Bijasyantarivanguro jagadidam prag nirvikalpam. Before it is unmanifest, which is potentially there. Punaha maya kalpita desha kala kalana vaichitri chitri kritam. The creation is nothing but space coming in between. Desha kala. Time and space coming in between, making the one single unit appear as though many. If that space is removed, time also will go away. The space is removed, the whole thing will collapse into one. Just like your children will be playing with the Play-Doh. Nowadays they don't, they only play with this, what do you call that? What do you have there? Games? Huh? Nintendo. Earlier we used to play Play-Doh. No, we don't call that. The clay. The clay with which we use, and with the clay we make many different things. A monkey is made, and then a doll is made, and then there is an elephant, there is a bird. All these things you make out of the Play-Doh, and then you play with that. All right, but you get bored. Oh, this monkey is not good. This elephant is good. Let us pull it. What happened to that? Monkey gone, elephant gone. Clay remained. So space between monkey and the elephant is gone. Then it becomes one single mass of no shape, no form. Because the space between these two are removed. In the same way, Krishna here is going to demonstrate to Arjuna, you have seen the vibhuti of mine. How I am manifesting as the brilliant presence everywhere. I am the Himalaya among the mountains. I am the Garuda among the birds. I am the Sagara, ocean among the waters. I am the Vishnu among the Adityas. I am the Gayatri among the mantras. In this way he elaborated in the last chapter. Now here in this chapter, Gurudev writes here very clearly, any theory, even the most impressive, you get convinced only when you experiment. Otherwise it will remain only as an idea. It has to be experimented. So this experimentation means what? Demonstration. So even though Arjuna is very convinced to some extent that what you say, after all you are saying, you yourself are saying, and therefore I accept it, but is it possible for me to see it? That's why Krishna says, to see me, you need specialization. Special eye. Jnana chakshu. Jnanam eva chakshuhu jnana chakshuhu. When your child is learning school, going to school and learning the alphabets, the letter A doesn't make any sense to the child. To start with, it's one cross like this, one cross like this, and then another. What does it? Then you say it's called A. This is called B. This is called C. This is D. This is E. And then after he becomes familiar with the letters, then you say alphabet. Then you say A, P, P, L, E. Apple. Right. Now the child slowly comes to understand that it's not only the individual alphabets, but when I put together, it is a word representing an object. See, this much has to go on in the mind. First, to get familiar with the letters and the pronunciation. After having understood the pronunciation connected to that letter, then you form words, and words having a meaning, and the meaning representing an object. Is it not? Then, when the child looks at a word written on there, that's why when you take the child, when it is still learning the alphabets, and when you take the child, it's A, P, wait, the car stop and I want to read it. Nowadays they don't do that, they're in the iPad. Never look outside. When you look at anything, then you also, when you learn a language for the first time, are you not eager to read it? When you are a child is learning Tamil or Hindi or Kannada or Malayalam or Marathi or Gujarati, when you take them to India, then they want to read all the boards there because they now learn language. Now, when you learn language and you are eager to look at it and then understand what it says and correct it whether it is right or wrong, ask mother or father there. When you see it and you are able to recognize, means what? You are looking through the eyes. Not only thinking, but you are looking at it. This same way, chakshuhu is necessary to understand the knowledge. What chakshu? Jnana chakshu. Just like when I read a thing, a paragraph I am reading in English, my eyes are looking at the letters. What understands it? My mind. My eyes are only giving me only letters. In the same way, when I have the knowledge which is already present, the way such a person will look at the world is through jnana chakshu. Your child is looking at the world through jnana chakshu when it is learning a language. All of us also, when we learn a particular skill or a particular science, we use that as an experience. When I look at, if I am a person who is a metallurgy, if I have metallurgy knowledge, then when I look at anything and I will understand, even though I am looking at a metal, even earlier also I looked at a metal, now I know what this is constituted of. That knowledge comes through my eyes looking at it. In the same way, Arjun says here, I have understood that your glory is there everywhere, but I want to experience it as a perceivable reality. I want to see it. So Krishna, with all his compassion, says, I shall show it to you. And I have to open up your eyes. So with that background, we see here in the first verse, Ata ekadashodhyayah Arjuna uvacha Madanugrahaya paramam Guhyam adhyatma samyitam Yetvayoktam vachastena Mohoyam vigato mama. Together. Ata ekadashodhyayah Arjuna uvacha Madanugrahaya paramam Guhyam adhyatma samyitam Yetvayoktam ayakina Mohoyam vigato mama. paramam guhyam adhyatma sanjitam tvaya uktam yat madanugrahaya ayam mama mohaha vigataha. What you said so far to me is extremely secretive knowledge. Paramam guhyam. Oh Krishna, what you have spoken to me about your own presence is there and everything is something which changed my perception of the world completely. Transformation has taken place. Earlier I was thinking that I am an individual and everybody is another individual. And thereby I thought in this war I am killing and you are getting killed. Or any others are getting killed. Aham hanta sarvaha hataha iti. I am the killer and everybody is getting killed. I realize now that bodies are killed. Atman can never be destroyed. And that Atman in everyone is none other than you. Tat idi vachanena, tat idi shabdena, paramatma uchyate, tvam idi shabdena, atma uchyate. You have explained to me whenever you say you, I am not referring to you, the son of Kunti. You are referred to me you when I say you are Atman, consciousness. And Tad is not some faraway thing called God. Tad is nothing that Paramatman, Brahma, which itself is inclusive of all. When I say this is pot, this is table, I am referring to its table, but I am touching a wood. Right? So, this very self which is present in all, expressing as individuals, expressing only as individuality with respect to any individual body, but essentially what it is one single homogeneous presence. This called Adhyatma Sanjitam, known as Adhyatma, known as the higher self. Paramam Guhyam Atma Adhyatma Sanjitam, this supreme secret which is known as spiritual self, Tvaya Uktam, yet that which is spoken by you. How? Mam Anugrahaya, to grace me, to bless me. See, even when you want to tell a secret, make sure that the person who is listening to a secret is worthy of it. Is it not true? I am telling you a secret, but don't tell anybody. Then, if you are intelligent, you should say, why are you telling me? Because somebody told me. If somebody told you in confidence, why are you telling me then? Then you are breaking that confidence. If you are telling me, that means the one who told you, don't tell anybody. Now you are breaking that, right? But we don't make that kind of a logical argument. Tell me. Here, Krishna has given him a secret. Now, why it is secret? We have seen that in 9th chapter itself. Raja Vidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyakshagamam Dharmyam Susukam Kartum Avyayam. I am giving you the greatest secret here. And secret is secret because it is sacred. And secret remains secret if you don't understand. I'll tell you a secret in French. I may repeat it also, but I don't know what I am saying. Many of them chant all the Sanskrit verses, absolutely knowing no meaning of it. So they keep on chanting. So if I don't understand what I have got as a secret, then it has no value for me, right? Then I cannot use it. You have not only told me, but you have explained to me also. Mad anugrahaya, मुझे अनुग्रह करने के लिए आपने जो बताया यत् त्वया उक्तम, तत् परमं गुह्यम, supreme secret of the nature of spiritual realization, paramatma samchidam or adhyatma samchidam. Madanugrahaya paramam guhyam adhyatma samjitam yatvaya uktam, that which is spoken by you, what it resulted in is moha gataha. Moha ayam mama moha, my delusion is gone. Delusion about what? I is an individual subject to birth, subject to death, subject to mortality. This delusion that I had, this confusion that I had, because of which I am unable to engage in the war, because of which I am unable to see the purpose of the war, because of which I am unable to see the ultimate purpose of living, mokshakyam. That moha about moksha is gone. So he is first of all acknowledging what he has received from Krishna already. You know, whenever we have a discussion with somebody, yes, what you said is right, but first you acknowledge what you received. Yes, what you said was really good, but is a problem. I want to know more than that. So here in the next verse he says, what is that I have learned which has made my mind absent of all this delusion? What is this secret that you have revealed to me? Bhavapyayo hi bhutanam shrutau vistarasho maya tvatta kamala patraksha mahatmyam api chavyayam bhavapyayo hi bhutanam shrutau vistarasho maya tvatta kamala patraksha mahatmyam api chavyayam. Maya shrutau, by me it is heard. What was heard? Bhava apyayo bhutanam. Bhutanam bhava. Janma. The origin of all living beings, apyayo. Apyaya means elimination or death. Mrityuhu. Janma mrityuhu. So the birth and death of all beings, Bhava Pyayo hi Bhutanam. Bhutanam Janma, Bhutanam Mrityuhu, Katham Bhavati iti. Tasmat Karanat Bhutani Jatani, Kasminneva Sarvani Bhutani Liyante iti Jnanam Tvaya Uktam Maya Shrutam. The knowledge that you have imparted to me about the origin of the human being, all living beings, and the end of all beings. Now again, coming back to our example here, this wood or table, where did it come from? If you ask a child, he'll say from carpenter. No doubt carpenter made this table, but the table could not have been without the wood. So, wood was the cause of this table. When I break this table into pieces, what will happen? It will become wooden pieces. Even the wood has got, what is the origin of the wood? Tree. And mind you, it's an alive tree. It was. So what is this? Product of what? Product of a alive tree. The tree may not be there right now, but from that alive tree, the live tree which had life alone had created this wood, and from the wood alone this table has come. Where does the tree come from? Or where did it stay? From the very origin of the tree. If you look at it, it is because of the earth. Earth is what is sustained it. Now, this very table, which I cut into pieces and burn it, where does it go? To the earth. So where did it come from? Earth. Where did it go? Earth. That's the truth. जो किसी भी वस्तु, whatever be the thing, यस्मात् कारणात् जनितः, from where it has come, tasminneva gachati, that alone it will go to. This is is the Karana Karya Sambandha. This is the relationship between cause and effect. From the cause, Karana, effect has come into being only to go back to that very cause. It cannot stay away from it. Even as you see is manifesting apparently away from the cause, because you are seeing it as something different, apparently, but it has to go back to its cause only. It cannot go anywhere else. This even science says that. Matter has come from, all the inert world has come from the matter elements. It has to go back there only. It cannot go anywhere else. So, Bhava Apyayo, beginning and end, birth and death, Bhutanam, of all living beings, I have understood from you, Shrutau, heard, Vistarashaha, elaborately, Maya Shrutau. I heard it elaborately. And what is that I have learned from this? That you, from whom everything has come, remaining in you, will go back to you only. Tvattaha. Tvattaha can be two, meaning can be the from you I heard, or Tvattaha Bhutanam Bhavaha Apyayo. Iti Shruta. Both. One meaning is from you I heard, Tvattaha Shrutao. Another meaning is Tvattaha Eva Bhutanam Bhava Apyayo. From you alone is the origin and end of all living beings. This is a reflection from the Upanishad. Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti yat prayanti yat tapi sambhishanti iti tat vijijñāsasva tat brahmeti. Taittiriya Upanishads clearly points out there. Yato va, from which alone, imani bhutani jayante, all living beings has come to existence. Yena jatani jivanti, from because of whom everything exists. And where does it go back? Yato va imani bhutani jayante, yena jatani jivanti, yat prayanti, into which everything goes back. Iti sambhishanti iti. Because that alone is present before the creation, during, and at the end. So, Bhamapyayo hi bhutanam shruto vistarasho maya tvattah. From you alone, he Kamalapatraksha. Oh, the lotus-eyed one. Suddenly, by physical description of God here. Kamalapatraksha. Kamala means lotus. Kamalapatra Aksha, one who has lotus-like eyes. Suddenly you'll find, so he's very poetic now. My Arjuna has become very poetical. It's a very reason I'll tell you. As you all know, a lotus leaf, even though in the water, is untouched by the water. You will not find a drop of, a portion of the lotus leaf will get ever wet. Water will stay on it. You turn it around, water will fall off. It will be dry. Similarly, even though the entire creation has come from you, stays in you, goes back to you, you are not part of the world. You remain unattached. That's why he is indicating it. Kamalapatra. Oh, the lotus-eyed one, even though everything has come from you and remain in you and go back to you, you are not affected by what is happening there. You remain unattached to this. Ye Kamalapatraksha. And he says, Mahatmyam avyayam cha abhishrutau. Your imperishable glory also I heard. As what? Even though you are the entire, you yourself is the entire creation, but you remain untouched by that. And you have the ultimate power. Is it not true that in your own father or somebody, your elder in your family, when he started a business, and he's, having started the business, his children are all working, and once in a while he reminds you, remember, I only started the whole thing. I have the ultimate power to even stop everything. Better listen to me and work. In typical hierarchy of that family, you say, I created it and I know how it is going on, and anytime I can get in and stop it. In the same way, Bhagavan, having created the entire universe out of his own being, he has every right and every possible power to withdraw it anytime he wants. But yet, he will just watch everything going on with a smile. Chalo, chalo, karo, karo. Let me see what you are doing. Enjoy. Play around. I'm giving you a long leash. Lease also. I can release anytime I want. I can pull it off anytime I want. But I am just allowing you to do it. This avyayam mahatmyam api maya shrutam tvattaha. From you I heard your own greatness as well. Yesterday I was in some satsang there in Pasadena, and then that person was reading, saying about, oh, Swamiji was from here, he did this, he did that, and he wrote books, etc. I was just listening. And then at the end of it, to the audience, I said, I only wrote and gave it to him. The greatness of a Lord, who has to say? He himself won't say. And if at all we know, it is from him only it has come. See, even Krishna, when he talked about his vibhuti, Arjun said, you better tell me about it. You have to tell me. Because how the origin has come, we were not there to see it. How the creation started, who will know? If we were there before, then one was going to, how was I created then? Even Lord Brahma was wondering, what is this creation? And whom does he ask then? Only Lord himself has to say that. Anyway, here, I heard from you yourself, Tvattaha Shrutau Bhavapyayo hi bhutanam Shrutau Vistarasho Maya Tvatta Kamalapatraksha Mahatmyam Apicha Avyayam. Avyayam, imperishable Mahatmyam, greatness also, they have heard. This is not heard from somewhere else, from you. Therefore, he says in the next verse, Evametat yata tattvam Atmanam Parameshwara Drashtumichchami te rupam Aishwaram Purushottama Evametat tattvam Atmanam Parameshwara Drashtumichchami te rupam Aishwaram Purushottama. Hey Parameshwara, O the Lord of the universe, Param Ishwaraha. The very word Ishwaraha means the one who is the controller. Controller means there is something to be controlled. Then only there will be a controller. If you say, I am a husband, the next question is what? Who is that unfortunate one? Whom you call as wife? जिसके कारण मैं हंसना बंद हो गया. So, husband. If you say, I am a parent, then question is, who are our children? Next question. So, Ishwara, God, when you say, then there must be a creation. Hey Parameshwara, evam tvam atmanam yata attha evam etat. This way, about the glory of yours as well as you being the very substratum of the universe is being spoken by yourself about yourself. Atmanam attha. You spoke about yourself, Atmana, yourself only, He Parameshwara. Evam etat yatha atthatvam Atmanam, He Parameshwara. Te Aishwaram Rupam, He Purushottama, Drashtumichchami. You spoke about it, I intellectually conceived the whole thing. but I want to see it. It is like when the movie is about to be released, they have what do you call that?
Trailer.
Not trailer. Nowadays, what do you call rush? Now, what is that called? Teaser. Teasing you. All those things. They won't see the detail. You won't see the details there. Only the glimpses here and there. And then who is that? Come and watch. So it is like that. I heard it all right, but I want to see it. Drashtumichami. What? Te rupam. Your form I want to see. Now you think about it. See, if anything that we see as a form must have a parameter which conditions it. See, if I am seeing this iPad, it begins here and it ends here, or it begins here and it ends here. I can see it. Now, Vishwaroopam, how will you see? Oh, because the movie is there, I can see. Vishwaroopam, the entire creation as a whole, how do you see? Because the beginning is not seen, cannot be understood. End is not understood. Top is not. Then how will you see it? That's why I said you need a special eye for that. As I mentioned here, we are able to see each other because we are apart from each other. Have you ever seen your eyes? I have not seen my eyes, but because of that only I can see everything else. Even though I have never seen my eyes, I know it. Why? Because of which only I am able to see everything else. Have you ever seen your ears at least? Because of which you are hearing. It's not possible for me. Unless I have a elephant, what do you call it? Then I can see, okay, it's here. Okay, gone. It's here. So here Krishna says, Arjuna says, I would like to see your rupam. Te rupam drashtumichami. Purushottama. Purusheshu uttama. The best among the Purushas. That is why there is a portion in the Rig Veda called Purusha Sukta. Sushtu Uktaha Sukta. Very well spoken about this Vishwaroopa of the Lord. Sahasra Shirusha Purushaha. Thousands of heads. Sahasraksha Sahasrapat. Thousands of eyes, thousands of feet. Sabhumim Vishwato Vrutva Atyadishtad Dashangulam Purusha Evedagam Sarvam Yadbhutam Yachabhavyam Utamritatvaseshanah Yadannena Tirohati Etavanasya Mahima Adojayagam Chapurushaha Padosya Vishwabhutani. It goes like that. This is nothing but description of the universal presence of the Lord. Incomprehensible. Sarvada Panipadam Yad Sarvadokshishiromugam Sarvada Shrudimalloke Sarvam Avritya Tishtati. All hands, all legs, all eyes, all ears, all tongues, all faces. This is how will you see? But yet Arjuna says, Drashtumichami. Te Rupam Drashtumichami. Krishna is standing there. You are looking at me. What is the problem? Te Rupam Drashtumichami. Aap to dekh rahe ho. It's nahi, roop nahi hai. This is not the form I want. I am saying that you, but I want your universal form. Oh, that for that you have to go to LA, no? Universal cities. Yeah. Here you can see my universal form. Evam etat yata tattvam Atmanam Parameshwara, the one which you spoke about as the very beginning of the universe, end of the universe, in which everything is included. You in everything is easy to see, little bit, but everything in you. Oh, that's what, as I said, in every part you can see the mud, but in the mud, all the parts. That requires a different kind of maturity and awareness. That is what I would like to see. Oh Purushottama. Aishwaram Purushottama. Your Aishwaram, your glory. You know, in the southern part of India, in Ishwar, my name is Ishwarananda, right? So they write in southern part Eashwar, then only Ishwar. It should be pronouncing as E. The letter E should be there. When I put my name as ISH, when I was given that name, I asked the Guruji, should I write EASH or ISH? He said ISH is fine because that's so in Sanskrit it is ISH. Whenever I go to south part of India, you know how they introduce me? Here we have Swami Ishwarananda. I feel like Aishwarya Rai or what are you saying? Because the pronunciation is what? I first. Then Shwar. Aishwarya. Ishwarasya bhavaha Aishwarya. The nature of the Lord is of the nature of glory, power. So Aishwarya is, one meaning is prosperity, power, glory, Mahatma. Here, Purushottama, Aishwaram Rupam, your glorious form, your universal form, your Vishwaroopa, I would like to see. Krishna says, you want to see all right, but you know, for that you need a special provision. And Arjun here does not say that I want to see, you must give. Whether you like it or not, you have to show me. No. He is very clear about it. In case you think I am capable of seeing it. So here therefore he says, Manyase yadi tachakyam Maya drashtumiti prabho Yogeshwara tato me tvam Darshayatmanamavyayam Manyase yadi tachakyam Maya drashtumiti prabho Yogeshwara tato me tvam Darshayatmanamavyayam. Yadi, in case, hey Prabhu, yadi tat Maya drashtum shakyam iti manyase. If you think that it is possible for me to see, yadi tvam manyase maya drashtum iti, drashtum shakyam iti. It is possible for me to see. Now, it's not talking about only the eyes. As you will see in this very chapter itself, Bhagavan gives him the eyes, specialization as I said, but Arjun is unable to withstand that. It is impossible for him to withstand that. Like for example, this I have quoted often, Oppenheimer when he first tested the nuclear bomb, atom bomb or nuclear bomb? Atom bomb, in New Mexico. When he was going in the flight looking at it, the mushroom was coming out. You know what he said? In English, he uttered that statement. It is there in the YouTube also, you can see. I am seeing now what Krishna said in Bhagavad-Gita. I am death. I am seeing it. Main mrityu. Because from that small particles, potential power it manifests, it will kill the entire creation. That very power potentially present, now untouched, when it starts to manifest, nothing will remain. Everything will be done, cease to exist. That which statement Krishna made, this German scientist quoted and said, I now see what Krishna said in Gita, I am death. It is in 1940, 41, 42, what time it is. Now, that very power which is present in the smallest particle, when manifest, becomes the end of the universe. how many of us even able to withstand that thought? When Krishna starts to show Arjun, it's not that the ability to see only through the eyes. Can I withstand it in my mind? You know, you go to Niagara Falls and you go and at the tip of it and look down. Some people will get unconscious there itself. You know, such a depth, such a huge water flow coming down there. When you just look at it, you will get fear. Think about it, the entire universe in one single mass presence. All the cosmos, huge, unimaginable. Therefore he says here, Manyase yadi tachakyam maya drashtumiti prabhu. Hey Yogeshwara, oh the best among the Lord of all the yogis, tataha, thereafter, me tvam darshaya. Then you show me. What? Avyayam atmanam, your imperishable presence. I am not taking for granted that it is possible for me to see. But if you are sure that I can see it, please show it to me. This is a request of Arjuna. Now Krishna will smile and say, I will. Surely I will. And I will make your heart also strong enough to watch it. But for not too long. I will show for a short period of time. Remember, in the case of Krishna also, when Devaki, not Devaki, Yashoda had the great fortune of seeing that in the mouth of Krishna, and he playfully showed it. At that time she saw it, and then what happened? See, if you see this and you start thinking, understanding me as the Lord of the universe, you will not behave with me like a mother. Therefore, forget it. Forget it. So then Yashoda also forgot, and then she started to, see him as her son. That's it. Similarly, Sri Rama also showed it to Kausalya. But again, he made her forget that, because with keeping that in mind, she will never behave like a mother. But here Arjun is going to be cautioned. I'm going to show you that I will also give a momentary strength to your mind. But after some time, you will not be able to bear it. So we'll see how this beautiful presentation by Krishna will take place in this chapter. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhat Bhaved. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.